Welcome back to Casting Confidential. Today we're bringing you a bonus round taken from a Q&A with our panelists Cheryl Louden-Kubin, Kimberly Skyrme, Robin Carus, and Kimberly Ehrlich that we did for our members. We're doing these along with feedback sessions monthly with our community, and we're loving seeing the actors. Hit the link in show notes to join us, but for now, enjoy this bonus episode. Looking to land your next big role? Casting Networks is where more high-quality roles are booked than any other casting service. With an annual membership, you'll unlock every tool you need to stand out. Unlimited headshots and reels, submission tracking, even the chance to link your socials and showcase your personal brand. On the go, the Casting Network's iOS app makes it easy to find and submit to roles anytime, anywhere. Right now, Casting Confidential listeners get $65 off an annual membership. Just use code CONFIDENTIAL at checkout or try it free for 14 days. Head to castingnetworks.com/confidential and get ready to get noticed. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Ready to take your next bold step as an artist? Shamika Wright, through Wright Positive Films, offers coaching built on being authentic, empowering, and intentional because your true story deserves to shine. Shamika helps performers tap into their real voice, build real confidence, and move forward with clarity and purpose. Don't wait. Your next chapter is ready for you. Visit wrightpositive.com, that's WRIGHT positive.com, and book your coaching session today with Shamika. The right guidance can change everything. And with that, let's jump right into today's show. What do we pay attention to most when we watch an audition from actors? Anybody?
I like the moment before, and I like them to hit it hard, and get our attention right away. And I'd say that's what I mean. Of course, you have to have a great understanding of what you're saying, and you have done your homework and answered all your questions for your backstory and all of that. But I love to see the moment before.
I love that.
I love the moment it happens. Audition magic at its finest. Let's see what you do with the words.
And I
Yeah.
love the storytelling of it all and really creating an environment. You have such a wonderful opportunity now in this little space to, see. And I want to see you seeing the other characters and really feeling the words washing over you. So I just like full immersion in the story.
It's
And
like,
feeling the inspired moment that you're really being and having an impact from the words.
yeah, and that we have something in our head. We've read the script too, and we start to picture this character as well. So seeing how you bring it to life and that you're hitting like certain beats, that makes sense for it, and that you're really like embodying this character.
And I like to be surprised. I like the moment when you surprise me and I'm like, oh, I hadn't thought of that at all. And I love it. And that's what now here's one for you, Kimberly Skyrme. Could you share with us about the blockbuster Hollywood movies you cast for and what you liked most of all?
Oh gosh, there's so many.
We're in speed round.
Speed round. No, I know. That's why I'm gonna pick one. Ooh, and it's really a hard call. They were so, I mean, yes, you can go look on IMDb. So some really big directors I had the pleasure of working with. But I think the very private moments I had with Sydney Pollack and Jonathan Demme were probably the best. They really cared about every last face, whether it was the speaking characters or the non-speaking characters. I mean, to sit with Sydney Pollack and show him pictures of every single solitary person in the newsroom in Pelican Brief, because he did All the President's Men, he was friends with Bob Woodward, and it was important to him, every last face. And I had similar conversations also with Jonathan Demme. God rest both of their souls. So
No,
those
but
were
that's
cool moment.
cool.
But yeah, I could go
That's
on for days. But those were two really big highlights.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. That was a good speed round. Kimberly Ehrlich, please share with us what is going on in Hollywood and what are you most proud of as casting director?
Holy cow. What is going on in Hollywood? Nothing.
An understatement, but okay, yeah.
No,
Proud
I
of.
mean, Rose, was that earlier today you made that joke about like things are, people are like, what city should I move to pursue acting? And you were like,
Anywhere but
films
LA.
and things are, every city in the country has something going on, a film, theater, everyone maybe except LA. And I was like, yes, except LA right now.
I think
That's
it
what
was
feels
a joke.
like. No, it was a joke, obviously. The good joke.
Yeah.
What is going on in Hollywood? Half of us are unemployed, waiting for tax credit to go through, that maybe that will help this industry come back. The California tax credit that's on the table. What are you most proud of as a casting director? I mean, as an associate casting director, winning the 2022 Artios Award, which was the Associate Spotlight Award, like kind of best casting associate in the country, it was like amazing. And I mean, and there's like, there's projects and actors I've gotten to cast and work on, and like where my suggestion was taken and the actor was amazing, and there's things like that too. But I guess my go-to would have to be winning that award.
I love it. Thank you. How can Indian international artists make their way to U.S. shows and films? Who are the agents and casting directors scouting and signing up Indian international talent? Is there a smooth way to make this transition by sharing scene work, links, and headshots with concerned people? Nope.
Oh,
Nope. We've said this earlier in the show, and I'm so sorry. I wish what you want is happening, but to my now, I've never,
It's just
money's not there.
when you're going to get those visas, if you're excellent in tech or excellent in various different areas, it is tricky to prove that you are above all in a country. And that's how those visas do
Right. Yeah.
get
You
into
have to
play.
be an
And
expert.
as we talked about in the live earlier today, that Alona's episode was really great about talking about it's just tricky to go work in another country unless you have dual citizenship.
Right.
And we
And-
can't really encourage you to marry people from other countries just to get jobs.
None of it. No. No.
And the truth is, even if you're here on a student visa, which, there are so many internationals that are here on their student visas, but you cannot get work that pays you. And that's the other thing. You're allowed to be here, you just can't get paid for work.
Right.
So
It's
even when you're a theater student, which is a shame, and you're studying your craft, you can't go out for
Right.
employment,
And the truth is, even the U.S. work is more in Europe than the U.S. quite often. So work where you are. I mean, we know big actors from Nollywood, Bollywood, and I still can't find a way to get them here and give them a big project. We're not immigration attorneys. Sorry, but that's just the real truth. Okay. And let's see. Do you focus on the reader in the audition, or you focus just on the actor? That's an interesting question. What do you got, Robin?
Yeah, I do. The reader really does help out the actors, and it's not that they have to take center stage, but they have to give them enough to play with so that there's real banter going on. When you have a reader that's reading with you your sides when you're self-taping, that's a whole other story. We really do want to focus in on you. But when you are with us in whether it's a callback session or a chemistry read or a callback theatrically, we depend on our reading staff to really help you along.
And even in self tapes, I mean, if you have a good reader, I don't focus on the reader, but the reader certainly helps you, the actor, give a better performance. I have had readers who were children. I mean, during the pandemic, we gave a lot of leeway because we understood.
Yeah.
We were asking you, and this was all very new to us too, right? But I think it's now find a group of people, like 3, 4, 5 people who you can call on, who can either be your virtual reader or come over to your house or whatever, and then you can read for them in turn. But it's really going to make the difference in your audition if you have a good reader. And we don't want them to steal focus, just like Robin said, but it really is very important, I
Right.
think.
They're in it to win it with you as a storyteller. I know I was actually reading on House of Cards with one of the directors with the actor, and he was giving me notes to enhance the actor's performance. So the reader can really be a complement to what you're doing. So again, a friend in every time zone. So no matter what time you can tape, you have somebody who can read with you.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Casting Confidential. If you're loving the show, here's what you need to do. Follow us right now on your favorite podcast app so you never miss an episode. And if you're feeling inspired, take a minute to leave us a rating and review. It's the best way to help us grow and keep bringing you these behind-the-scenes stories. Join the conversation with us on Instagram at Casting Confidential and drop us your thoughts or questions. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep your craft sharp and your audition sharper. See you back here for another episode of Casting Confidential.
One of the greatest podcasts in television and film with Rose Rosen, CSA, and all the friends. Bringing you Casting Confidential. Casting, that's essential. Casting, so eventful. Kind of tune in to close friends, chilling with Rose. We call it Casting Confidential. Get a notepad ready, grab a pen and pencil. For magic to jot down, tell a friend too. A wonderful podcast and TV and film, we call it Casting Confidential. Let's go.